Marcy Ellis. I'm the creator of Tenaciously Gracious, and I'm glad you're here checking out my channel. I've written out what I want to say to you in this introductory video, and I'm going to read it to you. I know that's kind of weird, but it's my way of keeping myself on track, on point, and keeping this video short, sweet, and to the point. So, when we share our truth and our stories, it has a powerful impact on the people around us. The things we do or don't do has an effect on the world we live in because we're all connected. We have the potential to help one another grow, become, bloom, and become our best selves. We're already who we're meant to be. Self-care enables us to unearth and discover who we really are, and to unleash the unique magic within us. We can heal and create beauty in our lives. My life has been revolutionized because I've learned to be tenaciously gracious with myself. I'm still learning about self-care and self-awareness. I feel like I'll always be learning, always becoming. I think that's going to be a rest of my life kind of thing, as I intend to grow and develop in many different ways. I know how powerful and healing love can be. My desire in making these videos is to encourage, promote, and support others as they learn to be tenaciously gracious with their self-care. I believe as we learn to love ourselves better, we're empowered to live healthier, more joy-filled lives. And isn't that what we all want? 5 years ago, I went through a major life shift that turned my world upside down. Yeah. After 22 years of marriage, I realized it was over and had been for a very long time. I could no longer take the emotional abuse, so I left. I divorced him and moved halfway across the country to start my life over and to give myself space and time to heal. I knew that my misery was not all his fault. He played his part. Let's not forget. Credit where credit's due. But I had some stinking thinking of my own that was keeping me stuck for way too long. I promised myself that I would learn to love and care for me in the way I needed so that I could heal and live a love and peace-filled life. Because that's what I had always been striving for. I just didn't realize the ways I was shooting myself in the foot, you know? When I began in earnest to learn to love myself, to own my shit, and take responsibility for my stuff, I found I had a growing understanding and compassion for others. Which means I wasn't so easily frustrated by others' behavior as I once was. I found myself becoming a little more patient, along the way. My fierce commitment to learn to love and be true to myself has changed my life forever. I'm healthier, happier, and more at peace than I've ever been. This change did not happen overnight. It has been a process and a journey. It has required a willingness to learn, to face my truth, and do the work necessary to heal and give myself a chance to succeed in what matters most to me. It's the most worthwhile endeavor I've ever invested in. It is the pursuit of love. It's what it is. Because if I don't love me, I'm not letting anybody else really love me. Those walls and those things we tell ourselves. Pull that stuff right out. A friend told me that for every negative word spoken or for every negative thought we think, to balance the scale or to bring ourselves out from under the funk that the negativity lays on us, you have to do like 5 times, you have to hear 5 times the good stuff, to even balance out the negative, which I don't want to just balance it out. Like, I want to leap over it and get away from it, So think about, like, you got to be speaking a lot of good to yourself. You need to think about what's going on up here, catch yourself, and replace those thoughts. And really make set your intention and make a point. Be determined, be deliberate about loving yourself. Okay, I got off track, and I'm reading, and I'm still, you see how I am? I'm dangerous, I'm telling you. Okay, so where was I? Self-love is not selfishness. Oh no. Being selfish is taking everything for yourself, thinking only of yourself, and giving nothing to others. Self-love is kind, gracious, uplifting, liberating, encouraging, soul-reviving, peace-creating, and empowering. Woo! It requires that we take ownership of our lives and live response-able. Be responsible. Know that you are response-able. Oh yeah, you're equipped for this life. Trust and believe, my friend. I've been a wife, mother, a domestic engineer, and a home educator. I homeschooled both of my kids from pre-K through high school. They're both responsible, thoughtful individuals, my greatest treasures. I feel honored to be their mom. I've also been a youth pastor, a photographer, an administrative assistant, and a caregiver. I've lived and learned through many different life experiences and situations. I'm not coming to you as someone who's got it all figured out. I'm no guru. Or someone who has it all together. Believe I do not. No. I'm just here as a friend and a neighbor, a fellow student of life right alongside you. I know that life comes at us fast, and sometimes we're left reeling and feeling like a rubber band that's stretched too thin to the breaking point. I know that we all have our ways of coping with stress, failure, and disappointment. I also know there are times we roast in our frustration and can't quite put our finger on why we're struggling with things and what needs to change. We're not meant to go through this life alone. We need to connect with others, sharing stories of growth, development, and lessons learned. I want to encourage you to be brave and be true to you. Sometimes we feel like we're spinning our wheels and going nowhere fast because the way we used to handle certain things isn't working for us anymore. You know what that's called? It's called growth. It's time to grow. Stretch out. Yeah. Get yourself something new going on. That's what it is. Hold on, I gotta find my place again. We already have the answers within us. Is that not cool? It's super cool. We already have the answers within us. Sometimes we need to just let somebody shine some light of that truth on us and remind us we've got this. Tenaciously Gracious is all about healthy self-love and self-care. I hope that in sharing my life experiences and the lessons I've learned along the way, I will encourage and inspire others to a lifelong commitment of loving and caring for themselves. I want people to understand, to know deep within themselves, they are loved and worthy and accepted just as they are in this moment. Yeah, that. I hope you'll stay tuned. We have a lot to talk about.